Hey Connections team, Ramin here. It's Friday. These are supposed to go out Thursday, but I want to check in with you guys to talk through vision. We talked about our mission as a church last week. Hopefully y'all have memorized it. We are disciples who make disciples by guiding all people to follow Jesus moment by moment. And our vision statement, like our preferred view of the future, what we see happening if that mission takes place, is that we envision a community of disciples courageously engaging culture with the hope of Jesus, where they live, work, learn, and play. Those four environments are super important, where you live, work, learn, and play. That's where your Christianity is supposed to take effect and make a difference. I'll give you a really clear example. Being that I live in an apartment complex, which my wife and I have decided to live there purposely to do ministry. It's our mission field. There are it's kind of transient. There are people that move in and move out very frequently. There was an older guy in his, I won't say older, there's a guy in his mid-60s, just hossing heavy things from a moving truck. He and his wife just came to support their daughter, whose husband had to stay back in Chicago, where they just moved from because of a work project. And he had just driven from Washington State. 3 15-hour driving days with 3 hours of sleep in between. And so he said he was just complaining about his back and his knee. I caught him at the tail end of his moving, or else I would have helped him with that too. And he says, I can't even think about getting in a car again. And I said, hey, why don't you let me just drive? I can go drop your rental off. We can handle that. And he's like, are you kidding me? You would do that for me? You don't even know me. I was like, yeah, man, it'll be a half hour for me, and it'll be some recuperation for your back and your knee. It's not a problem. So it ended up being a half hour, 45-minute drive for me. Yeah, I had to deal with 281 traffic. Really blessed this guy. So I stopped by, dropped his keys back off, and he was in tears, and he goes, in my 63 years, no one has ever gone out of their way to do something for me. And he starts talking about Washington, where he came from. He's got this little pendant that says "One Nation Under God." And he says, I wore this, and in Washington, somebody came up to me and got all in my face and said, oh, you whites are so privileged, you can wear something like that. So for a black man to be ministering to this guy and just sacrificing some time to serve him, changed some things for him. This guy's getting teared up, and he had like a Navy veteran cap on, so he's a military guy. Kind of comes across as a gruff guy, but his eyes were filled with tears as we were talking, because of this little gesture. This is engaging culture. This is engaging people with the hope of Jesus where I live. It could be something like that. It could be as simple as developing a friendship with somebody, giving a gift, or as direct as sharing the literal gospel with somebody. That's what it is to engage people with the hope of Jesus, engage culture with the hope of Jesus. So I want you to envision and think about those four places, the places where you live, work, learn, and play, and the relationships that you have there, and the impact that it could have if you are purposeful about engaging those places and those people with the hope of Jesus. Just think about it. I might be a guy with delusions of grandeur, but I'm in this whole thing for like world change. I want to see the hope of Jesus do for the world what it has done for me in my life. So think about that, and hope to talk to you guys about it. If I run into you on Sunday, I'm going to ask you about it, the vision, how you see that being implemented in your life, how you can implement it more. And that's it. Ooh, this is a long one. We're at 4 minutes already. Thank you if you've watched all the way to the end. Appreciate you. See you Sunday. Peace.